Are going to see about what is Salesforce and what is CRM, and let's see few basic terms of this Salesforce. Okay, like what is home, what is setup, and all. And first, let's see what is Salesforce. So, Salesforce is a customer success platform. This is designed to help self-service, market, and analyze and connect with our customers and partners. Okay, so why Salesforce? Why you have to choose Salesforce among all the other technologies means Salesforce has everything in one place. That means everything at one stop in one platform only. So we can run our business from anywhere, and we can use the features of the Salesforce from anywhere, and we can communicate with our customers, partners, prospects, with everyone using this Salesforce only. We don't even need external applications to communicate with all these people. We can directly interact with them through the Salesforce, and moreover we can store our data very securely in the cloud. Okay, Salesforce is also a cloud. It has its own cloud, and this Salesforce will help the customers or partners and employees customize according to their needs. That means this is very easily customizable. That means if they want particular feature, they can add it to their application. If not, they don't want that feature, they can remove it. So that doesn't take much time, and it is not so harder. Okay, this is very customizable, and this can extend easily beyond the out of box functionality. Okay, and what is CRM means? CRM is customer relationship management. That means this will help people or customer whoever using it. Okay, it will help to build the relationship with our customers, partners, and it can help us to track the data related to our recent interactions. That means, for example, let's say you are expecting some order. You have ordered something from some application, and you're expecting order. Now you'll get the track record, right? Like where is your product, or where is your order. So even that feature also is available in Salesforce. That means not just tracking in the sense, not just that tracking. You can also see, like you're sending an email, automatic email. You can check the status, like whether the email is sent or not, why the email is sent, if not, why did not send, and what are the operations that are to be completed today. So all those things you can track easily, and how are your customers doing, what is their status, and if there are any service for your application or like that, you can see like what are the trouble people are facing, and how your team has resolving those cases and issues. So you can always track all these things from your uh, platform, I mean from your system only. You don't have to go to the company, and you don't have to inquire. You have to just log into your Salesforce account, and then you can go through all these things. Okay, and how this Salesforce organizes data is, we all know that like what is database. Okay, how it stores in database using tables. So here also we can't exactly say that those are tables, but the organization will be similar, and few terms will be differ. Okay, and let's see like what are those terms also. Okay, generally for database, how it will be, you'll have table, and you'll have this columns, right? Okay, and you will have rows. Okay, you'll have rows. So this complete thing, what you will say, table. Okay, and how, what do you say about these columns, right? In terms of database, I'm explaining all these things in terms of general database. Okay, not the Salesforce will have different thing. And what do you call these rows? right? And now you'll have data in this, and if you want to relate it from one table to the some other table, you'll call it as relationship. Okay, it can be any kind of relationship, and we'll talk about those relationships later. We'll have separate session for that as well. Relationship. Okay, I'm just writing it normally. Now, what about all these things in Salesforce? Even Salesforce also will store the data in this format only, but we have different names for this. So we call a complete, we'll have separate scenario. Okay, for let's say we'll have entities, right? Entity is about one thing, one, okay, complete one particular object in Salesforce. So entity means object. Okay, this complete table is about one thing and we call them it as object. Okay, complete table. For example, this table contains about some students data. Okay, students data. Here student is entity in terms of database, and in terms of Salesforce it is object. Okay, and now this complete table is entity and it is called as object in Salesforce, and we have columns, right? So for example, for student, what will be columns? Their name, class, section, phone number, address, and pin code. Okay, so you'll have different columns. This is in general terms of database, but in Salesforce, what do you call them? Fields. Okay, these are Salesforce terms, fields. Here whatever I'm writing in the brackets, those are Salesforce terms. Okay, now here rows as in different students. For example, Ravi, Sita, John. So 10th class, 5th class, 7th class. So their details will be stored in the rows. What we call them in this Salesforce is records. Okay, in general terms we say them as rows. In Salesforce we call them as records. Okay, relationship is common but names will be different. Okay, we have different relationship like one to many, many to many, many to one, but here we'll have master detail relationship, lookup. Okay, so names will be different but the concept will be same. We'll see them in later. And now this complete structure, we store them like from the relationship from one table to other table, and from this table to other table, like that means from one object to other object. How that relationship complete, we represent them as schema. Okay, we represent them as schema. This is all about database, like that means how the data is organized. Okay, and we'll see them in Salesforce. Okay, now in this, now let's discuss few basic terms of Salesforce. Okay, this is home page, this is called lightning experience. Okay, and we have classic experience also, Salesforce classic. Sorry, not classic experience, Salesforce classic. So you can switch it from here. I'll show how you have, and this is Salesforce classic. Okay, but now everyone are using lightning experience only, so use this one. Okay, now this last option, avatar, this is called as avatar logo. Okay, this is our profile, it contains about our profile, and here you can switch to the Salesforce classic. Okay, and this notifications, and this gear icon, okay, this is we call it as like it is in the form of settings option in general terms, but we call it here as gear icon. If you click, we have setup, service setup, developer console, edit page. We'll see about all this later. Setup is, just click on setup. So from here only we can access applications, object manager, and all the different things of the Salesforce. That means their automation tools and many different solutions and platform tools, and about the users, emails, all those things we can access it from the setup. And okay, let's come here. And now all these opportunities, leads, tasks, these are all called as tabs. Okay, and whatever the sales it is here, that is app name. Okay, whatever we select the app, that name will be here. Like for example, and this 8 dots, it is called as app launcher. Okay, if you click here, we can navigate to apps, different apps. You can create your own app as well. For example, if I'm going to marketing, okay, so I said right, whatever the information we have here like marketing, it's a app name, and whatever the tabs in that app we have, all those will be displayed here. For every app we will have home page. Okay, these are the terms, basic terms, and this is completely home page, and we can customize all these things, and we'll discuss about all these in detail. And if you go to these leads, and like if we see, these are list views. Okay, that means if you want to open all leads, and if you want any today's leads, so this is list view, that means whatever we want to view. And these are buttons, and we'll discuss more about this. And this is the global search, like from here you can search anything. Okay, you'll have option here, like if you want to search for all or only few, you can select here as well. And in this lightning, I mean in this setup, what you have to do is, for example, if you want to access objects, you have to go for objects. Okay, we by default the Salesforce will give us all the standard objects. So all these are standard objects. Now I'll explain you. That means in the previously I explained student object, right? So that is a custom object. That means we are creating on our own. But Salesforce itself will give few standard objects. Okay, those are called standard objects. Let's take account. Okay, we'll have API names, and these are all the features we'll discuss later. API name, why we use API name? Because while coding, or when you want to refer this particular object at any point of time, then we can go for API name. API name will be unique for every other thing. That means it will not be same for anything. Sometimes see, label you can have same. Two objects can have account as label, but their API name will be different. So if you have two labels as same, then while you are referring them, for example, you want to use particular account object, and but you have two. Now which one you will refer? So at that time you have to go for API name. So Salesforce will use API name completely to refer any object, field, record, or anything. Okay. Now fields and relationships. So I said right, fields means columns. So these are all columns, and field names are like API names again. And data type, we have data types in this also, like name, text, number, pick list. We'll discuss about them as well. And then controlling field, index field, you'll be learning. And page layouts means, see, when you open account, we don't have account here. Let's navigate to sales again. So if you go for account, now all accounts, and choose one, edge communication. Okay, now this is one record. When you are opening this account, you are able to see all these things like activity, charter, related details, news. So how we are going to see all these features? Like why only 1 2 3 4 5 6 fields are available in this layout? Why not the other fields? But see, if you see here, we have number of fields in account, right? See, we have this many fields, but why only those fields are visible? So all these will be customized in the account layout, that means page layout. So page layout is like how a user or how a person is viewing a particular layout. See, we have all these things in the account information, so all these are we are able to see here, like account owner, name, parent account. So details, account owner, account name, parent account, that order. For example, if I don't want this parent account field here, so we can remove it from here and then save, then this will be gone here. We'll discuss more about this in the page layouts video. Okay, so this is what page layouts and all these, for every specific thing we have much more to learn. We'll see all these in the further videos, and this is what I wanted to explain in the basics. And here, from here, you can navigate to like email if you want email, and if you want to know about how many users are there in your Salesforce account, you can navigate to users. So all these things we have, say for a now we have 4 users by default. You will get this expert, user integration, and user security, and easy Salesforce, this is your account. Okay, and we can create more users, and about these users also, based on the type of edition and based on the type of license, we have a limitation, like you can create only this many users. Like in developer edition, you can create only 2 users with Salesforce license, system administrator license. Okay, profile is its system administrator license as Salesforce. So we'll discuss more about all these things later, and that's all for this video. If you have any doubts, you can comment in the section. Thank you.